Okay, once again we're here. This time we're going to be with Puddle playing Bastet in the jungle. He's currently in Plat 4. He went 5, 6 and 20 in this 33-minute long game, which was obviously a loss. And how do you think you played? I think I played quite well. It was against you, was it now? I really don't get what I did wrong, which is why I'm submitting it, because I probably did. What aspects of the game did you struggle with? I'm not sure. What aspects of the game did you feel comfortable with? Grouping ganks and knowing where to be as well as farming. I also made the FG call and caught everything in the game. Okay, cool. Well, let's go through your play and see what decisions you made now. We'll press tab quickly and we'll see what you're going to be up against in this game. Before we start anything, you may not the easiest of use on your team. Ignore me. Potential gank target for you. As long as he doesn't have sprint, you want to be looking to go aggressive onto him early and put the poke pressure down. Be careful of the krakens and cripples because the pounces will hurt you. Mercury, another killable target. Loki, another killable target. You can actually bleed him as well and put the pressure on. Obviously, you can jump away from the cats. Neef, another killable target. Sylvanas, another killable target just because his mobility isn't the greatest. So you've got quite a lot of options on the map on who you can actually gank and go aggressive on. Hog 2 to Bomber's Mask. If you're going to go Hog 2, make sure you abuse it early and use it every single time it's off cooldown. Otherwise, if you're not going to use the Hog every time it's up, you're probably going to want to get Boots instead, just to speed your actual rotations up a little bit more instead of using that Bombers. If you're, sorry, using that Hog 2 if you're not going to use it early. So early on, there's no early aggression coming out from you. Just going to bring your own jungle down, saving the Hog, which makes sense. Just in case you get invaded. The only problem is because you went Hog 2 means you're not going to get too much out of that one. So it's going to be on cooldown for this next wave or two. So how long are we going to stay in lane for? That's the game plan. Is the kill potential in this lane? Yes, we could stick around with it. They've potentially got kill potential here as well if they play it correctly with the special delivery. So you're just going to be a bit careful at the beginning of this game.
How do you like that?
So early on, they've really put the pressure onto you in this lane with the Loki Mage and the Major Lugs with the decoys. Hopefully you leave after this wave. When you hit level 3, Mercury's already left. Are we staying for one more? It looks like we might do. We're going to stick around for one more wave. Now remember, if Mercury leaves early, it means he's going to be getting his camps farmed quicker and will be closer to hitting level 5 than you soon, just because you're going to have to take farm away from the jungle eventually. But you should hit level 5 at the same time, honestly. Going to pounce over the wall, introduce yourself to that very handsome looking mid laner Poseidon there. Looks like very, very handsome. Get yourself level 4, you're looking for level 5 soon. Should be going for back harpies now. You're going to try and ping a TX to come with you. Yep, you're both going to go. And this wave should bring you to 5, all being well. Oh, maybe we'll need one more creep. So you have to do back harpies now. Now the problem is because you've not been farming correctly in the jungle, you've not level 5 ready for mid harpies, which just put you behind a bit. Now you're going to have to farm this wave to hit yourself to level 5, but in doing so there's a fight going on in the jungle that you're not a part of anymore now. And you're going to have to hog that to get over there with it with cats, which is a good decision from you, honestly, to get in here. And we'll just see how you're going to play this one out now. Looks like you're ignoring the fight in the mini aspects and looking for the backline, for looking for Mercury here to protect him. He's still going to pick up the kill by the looks of it. Only just, but will you make him pay afterwards? You should do. Cool, you do bring him down. Now you're out of mana here, you can try and support your team and maybe pick up 1 or 2 kills. This Neef should be an easy pickup for you. Just land some basic autos and you golden. Just keep the pressure on for a minute or two. Don't feel like you need to use abilities. And now you're looking to really just disengage from this one. So it was a 2-for-2 trade that could have gone a lot better. The other harpies are available, and it looks like you've noticed that, which is good news. So you should be able to rotate over, pick those ones up, and we should be looking to base now, if possible. Until you were trying to wait for everybody to turn up for those. We're going to base, so we're going to do one more wave. What we're looking for. Our mana's kind of low, so we've not really got too much more follow-up. But the extra experience in mid's not a problem. Hogs available, can do back harpies than base, but going to base instead, that's fine. Back, full boots, 2 wards, jolly good show. Jolly good show. Speed is available, so you should be going straight for that, which you do. Then blue. Oh, farm first, then blue. Blue? Yeah, blue boys. Can pick up the wave there if you want to. You can check out Loki's blue as a potential option for you there as well, but it wasn't required, all in all. And then rotating back through. There's nothing like wrong with your play so far. Gonna gang mid lane, let's see how this one goes off. Good bleed on the backside. Unfortunately with the declaw. Why do we not drop cats? 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 We should have had that kill. That kill was dead ages ago. It made no sense to not drop cats there. You just let the Poseidon escape. I mean, you know he's good looking and things, and you know he's cool and things, and he plays it really well considering. I mean, let's look at it. I mean, the juke boots are amazing on him. Like, look at that. Jukes out that declaw. But if you would have just dropped cats, you can't juke cats. Remember that. You can't juke cats. So you give up a kill that you should have had. It goes to support, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it could have been on you, and he should have died a lot sooner. We should have had that big rotation all the way over there, which means you could have been farming mid already and pushing this one under tower. So after you pick up that, you're going to look to do your back harpies. That's fine. And base one more time, work towards Jotuns, and another mana potion online as well. Mid harpies are coming up soon. You should know that already. After the rotations from the last time round, you should know that one's going up. Poke mid, swing around for harpies, good stuff. Wasn't much you could do with that gank, honestly. Like, watching that gank back, there wasn't a whole lot you could actually do there. It just kind of happened, and that's what happens sometimes, is that people die. I'm trying to see if you could have looked for aggression here, any opportunity. Don't be scared to pounce in, pounce out to a Poseidon, because as long as he doesn't realise that you're going to pounce back to your original space, he won't whirlpool you, cracking you on that spot, but instead he might panic and whirlpool you on the spot there. You could look for aggression here, you just look for the farm, and Isis, feeling confident, sticks with you, but you've got nothing to support her now, because you just use your bleed, and you're going to have to use your pounce to get away. No reason for you to base right now, you've not got the gold for it. You hear the Loki come in. Unfortunate, you're going to live. Are you just about going to survive that? We want to base here. Try not to base too close. It's always risky to go in for this. It was a nice poke though. Nice poke. But you still die for it because you're hung around. That's the risk that you're going to have. The cats were already going to get you the assist. Tier should have been able to get the double kill himself without requiring you, but you went in, poked it a little bit more, and it brought you down and got killed by the Sylvanas in the end, which kind of like turned the fight into a bit more of an even situation. So far, not too many mistakes. I think you could be ganking a lot more than what you are doing. You're looking more for farm than for gank potential, and as playing a Bastet, you should be looking for more ganks if possible. During the early stages, your cats are very, very strong early on, and now you're level 10, they get even stronger. So they're going to do a lot. They'll survive a long time, put a lot of slows down, and set you up for a lot of potential for it. So I want to see you going for more ganks now. So now mid camps are up, there's a good opportunity to gank. That's all in this. Keep going, drop the cats, stay in this fight. Good focus onto the Sylvanas, he's already dead, the cats were on him. So that's a clean pick up. This should be a God Fury attempt now, really coming out from your team. Purple buff, why do you take it? Just take it. Yeah, quickly. Uh-oh, maybe not. You've been spotted. Good decision to try and leave. You got pounce, get out. Don't be scared to pounce back. Now your pounce angle was bad. Your pounce angle was bad, and that's probably where you're going to die. You're going to die because of your pounce angle. That's the only reason you're dying here. Is you made a decision to go one way, and then you changed your mind. Don't forget your pounce was still active, so when you pounce out of this, which is in a second, as we'll see. Now this pounce that you do here, your decision should have been gone towards your team right now. Pause. It should have been go towards your team. Your pounce stays active for quite a few seconds afterwards. If we bring up the tooltip there, you can see it's up for 4 seconds. In that time of 4 seconds, you should be able to run this direction. And if Mercury does use his Sonic Boom on you, and it is going to connect, you do have the ability to react to that in time and press your 1 to get out of it again, because it does light up just before, so you can immediately pounce back and avoid that damage. But I would have run this way. What you end up doing is pathing yourself this way, and it gets you pincered and picked up because Neath and Mercury just turn their attention to a free kill where you've got no pounce back available to keep yourself alive. So by turning back on yourself, you're just wasting your time and you end up getting yourself killed. It does end up giving the team a chance to get the Gold Fury though as they go for a kill. So they do get Gold Fury out of that one, but you could have lived as well. I think that's the big key to make, that you could have potentially lived that as well. You didn't have to go for that play, just to keep yourself alive. So back alive again, full Jotuns online, this is okay. Maybe looking for beads next up, more than anything else. Should be probably rank 1 beads at least for terminate him. Especially because you can avoid the cripple and the freeze coming out from Ymir. Sorry, not from Ymir. The cripple coming out from Poseidon, which is one of your banes of your existence right now as playing Bastet. Plus you can also avoid the boar if that hits you from Tusky as well on the Armus. Lies again, because Armus is on your team. I need to learn to read stuff. There you go, special deliveries from Mercury. Beads are always good. Pick beads up. So there's nothing to farm right now. Back Harpies, mid-wave. I've probably got mid-wave, back Harpies, beads. I've got ult though. Is there a potential gank target? Well, it looks like these guys are overextended here. Looking for Tyr. This is a double kill for you easily. Quite potentially Poseidon should be dead here. Should be a free kill. And now, but we're really scared of using cats for some reason. Use the cats. Thank you. Your lack of use of cats is really worrying a little bit. Now, the thing to note about Pounce and Declaw as well. Now, Declaw does 270 damage and 100% of your physical power. Also applies a slow. This slow is still the same through every single rank, so 270. If you look at this though, this is also 100% of your physical power, but it uses your mobility skill as well. This cooldown doesn't lower, this cooldown doesn't lower either, based off maxing this ability. There's just more damage on this one to use your Pounce. So if you want more damage, you should be looking to use Pounce. You're going to be very accurate to use the Declaw as your second skill to max, really. And the mana cost does, I believe, go up with it as you max it as well, just like most skills. But I could really consider about maybe going into Pounce first of all, but you seem to be saving your Pounce for disengages more than anything else, or engaging. But I mean, you pounced onto the Poseidon in that engagement, so if you would have done that, he would have been bursted just by that. You wouldn't have had to use the bleed afterwards as well, just to make sure it was 100% confirmed. Maxing Declaw is okay, it just means you're playing the safer option. But consider having the Pounce instead next time. It's kind of an individual choice there. I mean, Pounce does more damage. That's the only real difference between the two maxing. So speed buff's down again. Blue buff's coming up semi-soon. Good rotation for this farm over here. Gold Fury's down, so you have to worry. Working towards Transcendence by the looks of it next. It's a bit of a play in mid lane. You should be looking for the rotations in from the team. Good spot into Mercury. Nice attempt at some aggression. You clear the wave out, which is good. You can see Sonic Boom being charged up, so he's looking to that side to support Tyr. Don't turn your back on the Poseidon though, because he will cause you some issues. Now luckily you don't hit the full shock of that Kraken, which is fortunate. And now you should be looking to go aggressive with Poseidon because he's not got anything else left, you just use it. But Sylvanas should be dead here. Cats! Where's the cats? Why are we always holding cats down? Cats do a lot of damage. Cats do so much damage. There's 3 hits, there's 3 of them. They all slow as well. They also take tower aggro, which means your team can dive in and cause issues. You keep holding them too much. We see the dive now, maybe? You're going to dive in. Now you've dropped the cats, which is good. You don't get as much out of it as you'd like to. So your team at this point are in a very good position. You've been very assist heavy. Your farm has been very good. I think you could be more aggressive and actually pick up kills if you would have used cats a lot more than you have done. Full beads, working on Transcendence, good wall coverage this time round. Picking up 2 wards and a sentry ready for the Fire Giant. This is good stuff. You've not really misplayed the game at all. There's just 1 or 2 opportunities where you could have been more aggressive than you have been. It's just working out how aggressive you can be. Now using your beads to get, using your powers to gain range means you've not got much else left. The cats are hard to be used because you've got nothing else. If you're slowing, the cat should chase onto him now. You should hopefully get some cooldowns. Don't be scared to use beads, okay? If you use the beads here, all your cooldowns come back up and you'd finish him straight away. You don't have to this time round, but remember you can use beads the good way round as well. Unfortunately with the Declaw, but bleeds applied. Pounce is good. Remember, Pounce would have done more damage if you would have hit it. Now, the thing is, you are missing a lot of these declaws, and you've been maxing that one first, so you're missing a lot of potential damage. Your Pounce didn't miss, though. So your Pounce would have done all this burst damage, and it would have done more burst damage than what the declaw would have done anyway. On top of that, you're missing declaws, so don't max declaw if you're going to miss it. You have to connect with them and be confident in connecting with your declaws for it to happen. Going on the way is fine, working towards our Morning Star being finished into Transcendence. There's a gank in mid lane. We're facing the wrong way right now. Problem is, you're really low on mana here when you're chasing after kills with not much you can really do. You've got like one ability worth. You use beads to try and get... Why do we use beads? That was weird. Why do we use beads? Not sure why we chose to use beads here. I can't see mana cost here, but you're not being hit by anything. So why do we beads? Beats the slow? Okay, we beats the backflip slow, but we've not got anything else to really follow up on this other than a bleed. So we wasted beads and we didn't have kill potential. You've got to think about when you're going to use the beads aggressively. There was opportunities when you could have, when you had mana, and it would have got you the kill. But at that time, those beads didn't help you. You just beads to put a bleed on, and now you've got no beads, and you still got no mana anyway. You're still looking for aggression when you've got nothing you can really do. Good decision to try and get the speed, though. Steal away some jungle after a victory in a fight, which is good stuff. Do our own speed. We get a base now. Hopefully we do. Cool. So that should be Transcendence finished as well. I can understand why you were trying to stay around longer just to finish off that Transcendence. Trying to work out what you're trying to look for. You're looking for the Mercury. We're going to look for the Mercury here. Let's see how this goes on. Throw out the Declaw. She's fine. Now the Declaw is there to secure the bleed dot, but the problem is that you're using Declaw and then not followed up immediately with bleed, or using Pounce to make sure the bleed's going to activate. You know Mercury's probably going to use special delivery there to disengage, which he did, which means your bleed misses. So you've only got a little bit of poke damage on him, and now you're on cooldown again. Pounced it to close the gap, but you pounced into land damage, I'm guessing. You didn't even land it, unfortunately, which means you've just put that on cooldown too. Got to make sure we land these abilities a little bit more. Potential gank opportunity in the jungle for you here. You should be going aggressive on that if you can. Go pounce in. Go bleed. That should be a dead Poseidon. Rip the dream for Poseidon. The bleeds are good enough. And a good pounce back too at the end. Good sentry ward placement as well. It's not too bad. Would have preferred the Fire Giant though, as you've not got any ward coverage there just yet. The Fire Giant sentry would have been a lot better than that ward you placed. Even though you did get a ward for it, it could have been better off. Don't forget you got cats here. Don't be scared. Bleed. Cats. Cats. Cats! For the love of God. It's like you're playing you're playing hardcore mode or something where you just don't want to use your ultimate. That's what it feels like. So many opportunities to drop cats that will do a lot of damage and push people really far back. And they can tank so many tower shots as well. You could have just gone in with cats then. Mercury probably would have died for that as well. It's like you're trying to use cats as a sort of disengage tool. When you get under pressure, there's nothing else left, then you're dropping the cats. That's the only time I've seen you doing it. So it's not been as effective as it could have been. Like, your farm is fine. Your build is fine. Your decision making to an extent and when to engage is correct. It's just that you're not using your abilities the best way possible. You should be using cats more. You should be landing these declaws, making sure you use a pounce, predicting what the enemy's going to be doing. These are the mistakes that you're making that are causing you issues. See this declaw missing again. Lots and lots of declaws being missed. That's minions, bro. Minions, they cause you issues. So they're going for the Fire Giant. You're looking for the Fire Giant rush. We were over at the Gold Fury. It looks like you all wipe here. Yeah, I remember this game now. I remember this game now. MoX 2.0, eat your heart out. We'll slow this down. Poor cats get wrecked. by the fire giant. So does your man. We're like, hey, guys, I think they're doing fire giant. Guys, I think they're doing fire giant. And now, because you just killed yourselves at the fire giant with that attempt, we're just going to rotate over and take the fire giant for free. Like, well, they're all gone. Might as well take it, guys. So we get fire giant, and this is where you kind of throw the game because of that call from as a team to do the fire giant. That was the mistake. The call wasn't bad. The tanking was terrible. And you lose a fire giant for free. And now we get the pressure back in this game. This gives us the opportunity to catch back up and win this game. Continue to farm's good. You just want to put map presence on now. You're not looking for kills more than anything unless somebody really overextends. But right now, you're on the defensive because we've got Fire Giant. You are still up in gold. If I press this, you can see that you had the experience lead but not the gold lead because of the Fire Giant Gold Fury in a row. And we've got 2 Gold Furies back to back. But now you've just got to play very, very safe. Poking the Sylvanas there wasn't really worth it. You weren't going to potentially get a kill onto him. You just got to keep pushing these waves out and keep safe. Make sure you farm your jungle. There's back harpies which you're going for. Yeah, everything about your play is fine. Your farming is great. Your itemization build is fine. You even buy wards. You've bought everything correctly. Just the issue is that you're not doing your full combos in fights as well as you could do. You're not abusing the cats as much, which you could be doing. They could be doing a lot more pressure for you and doing a lot more for you. I think that's your biggest issues in this game so far. Let's see what happens, because we just saw 2 blinks happen from your team then. There's no real engage. You defend the tower for now. I'm pretty sure the next fight is where the game ends, really, because Loki split pushes and we stick as a team. So we're not really doing much with the Fire Giant right now. We're just trying to pick up towers. You guys are just farming and playing it correctly. Don't be scared though of the fact that you've got pounce that you can just dive in, do a combo, dive out again. Like, you could do that a little bit more than you are doing. There's been plenty of potential for it. If Neef overextends, you can force a backflip, which can set things up as well.
How do you like that?
You're kind of just stuck in a bit of a situation now where you're like, well, what do we do? And as you are farming, eventually a pick ends up happening, I believe. Actually, it's in favour of you guys. This game might go on a little bit longer than I thought. Pounce over bleed was good, but where was the cats? We could have dropped cats, we could still be dropping cats, just for a disengage if required. And the cooldown on cats isn't that long either, so that was a good pounce though. Good pounce in, good pounce out. Because your last members, you're going to slowly hemorrhage a couple of towers here. That one was a bit predicted. That was the problem there. You predicted that one. That's why you got hit by special delivery. This is a good fight for your team, though. That's when you're dropping cats now, which is good. The cats should be able to continue chasing on, looking for kills, but it's late game, so the damage is a little bit painful. Good attention to the Poseidon when you actually hit him with the declaw. Now we're just sitting with you to respawn one more time. Actually, I think I'm going to just stop the replay there because from what I can see from your puddle, you know you've not really done anything too wrong. The Fire Giant call, I think you just said in the replay that you made that call. Let me just read what you said one more time. You said, played quite well. Whilst for the game you struggle with not sure. Whilst for the game did you feel good with grouping ganks and knowing where to farm as well? I also made the FG call and called everything in the game. Okay, so the FG call was fine. Did you have the damage potential for the FG? Yeah, it was the right call to make. It's just that you didn't tank it very well as a team. You took 3 damage yourself, let alone the rest of the team, which forced you back, and that cost you the game more than anything else was that Fire Gen and our split push. Your engagements, though, you've got to work on your abilities going forward. Your ability usage, which is what really hurt you in that game. Just not landing the D-claws if you're going to max it really hurt you. Not using your cats. I mean, what's the point in playing Bastet if you're not going to abuse one of her features, which is those cats? You might as well have picked someone like Ool for the jungle, because then at least you probably would have used the 4 a lot more in the jungle for that one. So try and make sure you use abilities a lot more in these games. Don't be scared to use the cats. They come off cooldown quite quickly. If you work on that, you'll be a lot better already. There's only small corrections you need to make, and that's just me actual skill usage. The rest is all good. The rest is all